Are we ready? I believe so. I'm gonna put this microphone maybe here so you can hear me. Let's start this video with a question. Have you noticed that I've changed the plan? No, that's not actually the question that I want to ask you. I want to ask you a different question, more important one. Have you ever felt like you've missed your chance? Like, let's say the window where you could be whoever you wanted to be has already closed? If this thought has ever held you back, I want you to hear this. It is never too late. Never. Never. And I don't mean this in some kind of weird motivational way. I mean it in the most real possible way that anyone could ever tell you. Like, literally, it is never too late. And if you stick until the end of this video, you will understand what I mean by that. Why do I say that it is the most real way? Because it is as real as the fact that tomorrow is another day. It's really this simple. I'm not saying that is easy. It's just really simple. Because the truth is that the most important thing you will do in this life you're living now has nothing to do with what kind of job you have, when you started, how much money you make, how successful you are. It has nothing to do with this. And it has everything to do whether you have ever met yourself in your true life in the most authentic way, in the most authentic way that feels like home. This is the most important thing in life. None of these materialistic things, nothing like love and the authenticity. That's the most important thing in this life. And these are the values that are going to guide me in this video. And this moment of meeting yourself, it can happen anytime. And that's why I'm saying that it's never ever too late. So let's dive in. Let's find out why. And why is it actually so important? Why do we think that it's always too late or that it's always too early? But in this case, we're going to talk about the late phase. You know, I know exactly what it feels to wonder if you're behind, to look around and see people half your age doing the thing you wish to do, but haven't even started yet. To feel like time keeps moving forward, but you're standing still. And in this point, it's very easy to say, well, maybe it's really too late. Maybe I should have started 5 years ago. But now, ain't no chance that it's gonna be successful. I would need to start all over again. What would others tell? How would I look like? What my authority would be? I know exactly how it feels, trust me. But let's just pause for a second and ask ourselves, where did this idea come from? Who told you you have to have it all figured out in a certain age? And if you don't have it figured out in a certain age, something's wrong with you. Who told you that? This idea of being behind is a pure illusion, and it's all in your head, and it is never valid. It's really something as stupid as fear, because I promise you that this deadline or this idea of being behind has been sold to you by someone else, and it is not real, and it has been never real. And the moment you're going to start to treat this idea as a pure illusion and as something that is not real at all, everything will change. But only if you are really honest and if you feel it, if you have decided to really treat it as a pure illusion and as something that has been actually never real. Let me here remind you of something. So many people, and I'm gonna mention some of them, have started at such an old age, we would say. But they have started actually in the best age that they should have started, if you get what I mean. Everything is as it should be. And that's why they started at that age. They haven't started at 18, but they have started at 50, for example. And I've written a few people down, and I'm just going to read them. For me, it is always such a motivation to see that we still have time. And also, someone like Gary Vee is a big advocate for this idea. So if you, I feel like we all follow him. But if you don't, really check his Instagram. I'm gonna put him here. I, actually, he doesn't know that I exist, but I'm glad that I know he exists, and he really helps me in situations or in moments where I feel doubt, as well as these people that started in the best age that they could start. Vera Wang didn't design her first dress until she was 14. Colonel Sanders was in his 60s when he started KFC. Stan Lee created his first superhero at 39. Julia Child didn't publish her first cookbook until she was 50, and Morgan Freeman didn't get his big break until he was 52. Now, let me ask you something. As I was talking about these names, do you think, like, oh, but they started so late? I believe that it wasn't the first thing that you thought about. Because in fact, it doesn't matter at all when they started. Once we see them, we appreciate them for the fact that they did it, that they have started. And no one normal will ask, oh, and when did you start? Only those people ask who are insecure. And I can tell you that because I know when I was insecure about me starting to dance after my 20s, because that's what I did. And it was, by the way, the best thing I could have ever done, and I'm so grateful that I did it. And when I started to dance, I felt it was very uncomfortable, honestly. But look at what I'm saying now, that I'm so glad that I did start. But it was really uncomfortable. And when I was looking at someone who was really dancing beautifully, I always started to kind of ask about their age or trying to figure out what kind of age they could be, because I was really insecure still about myself. And let me tell you that once you purify these bullshit, honestly, you no longer care about anyone else but yourself and your goal and your success and your true self. That's all what matters. Also, Demi Moore has just won an award, and she was also speaking about not being appreciated, like for more than, let's say, 30 years of her career. But voila, now she has like an acknowledgement, even though like prizes and all this stuff doesn't matter neither, but it's a good acknowledgement. And she was also saying something about this, that she just didn't stop, she just kept going. And the only way you will fail is to quit. That's the only way how to fail. And why I'm mentioning that the prizes and even that acknowledgement itself, it's not the most important thing what we're talking about here, because this finding of your true self, it goes way, way, way deeper than just making it or becoming successful. It's really way deeper. Let me explain. what truly matters. And I believe that if I would have to list top three things that matter in life, it would be love, something else, I would need to think about it more, but there would be definitely the fact that you, as yourself, you can look into the mirror and you can tell to yourself, I didn't abandon you. I really was there when you needed it, and I accepted you fully as I am. And that's why I'm so confident. That's why I just light up every room I go into. That's why people love to talk to me and love me being around them, because I am true self and I inspire others and I feel at home in myself. No success, money doesn't matter. This is what matters. And I don't know how about you, but if there's one thing I refuse to do in life, is to leave this planet not knowing who I was meant to be and who I am truly, like in my core. And that's what this is all about. And that's why I'm saying that it's never ever too late. And you can treat this video as like a little reminder when you need this kick, you know? Bookmark it, you can send it to a friend who needs that. Just spread this message, please, all around the world, because this is so important and so many people forget it. However, I believe that some of you want to still dive a little bit deeper. And if you want to do that, you can do so on my website. For free, there is 5-day challenge that takes you approximately 30 minutes per day. Everything is set up there. The PDFs, you can download them and you can print them, and there are actually the exercises on the PDFs, or you can just read the instructions, the exercises, and you can do the exercises in your journal anywhere you want. The only rule is do them with pen and paper, because there is a different pathway and there is like a, your brain will shine a little bit differently once you write with hand. Your brain will take everything more seriously. That's why I always am a big advocate for writing just with paper and writing with pen on the paper. So if you are interested in this challenge, it's called Reignite Your Spark. Everything is in the description of the video. If there would be anything that you would have any questions about, you can just send me a message on Instagram. You can leave a comment in here. Anything, like any way how you will reach me, you can do so, and I will gladly respond to any of your questions. Okay, so I really hope that this gave you any kind of value. If it did, I'll be very happy for your support uh, in any way. Subscribe, like, dislike if you don't like it. Share it with your friends. Make them feel also seen, because we all need to be seen and we all wish to be loved. So, yeah, do something good today for yourself, for your friends, for your family, for anyone. And stay awesome. And I'm gonna see you next Sunday. Bye.